Hey guys, it's Mary and I'm back with another quick video for teachers. This one is about feedback and I would love to share this with you. I'm excited. I have a friend, my best friend from college, has a friend in China. She is from America, but she lives in China now. And her friend that lives in China gave my friend from college tips on how to communicate and how to leave feedback for these families. So I'm going to give those tips to you. These come straight from China. She teaches there. She gives feedback herself. So hopefully you'll find these helpful. What I like to do, my number one thing, shockingly, if you know me from my videos, you know I like to keep things simple. My backdrop, so simple. I'm not crafty. I'm not real, I don't like to spew a whole lot of stuff in the feedback. So I like to list, it's basically a quick 3 paragraphs or 4, depending on how I separate it. But the first one is just telling them what they earned. So they love to know what their children earned. They are very much into achievements over there. We are too over here, I should say over there, over here. But in China, it's very important. The achievements are very important and they want to know what their student has earned. So even though 5 stars might not seem like much to you, it's very important to them. So I always start out by saying, this is literally what I say, my first 2 sentences. We'll just say, Kara did a great job today. She earned all 5 stars. How simple is that? Or I will say, Kara and I had an excellent class today. She did a very good job. She earned all 5 stars. Notice my sentences are pretty simple. I'm not using a ton of extra words. The translators, honestly, you guys just can't handle it. I used to say my students were a delight to teach, and it was saying they were beautiful to teach when I translated that. Like, that doesn't make sense. So you've got to keep it really simple. 3-word sentences are best, but pretty nearly impossible with feedback, but I try to keep it within 5 to 6 words per sentence. So that's my opener. Literally, just copy it if you want to, or make it your own, but you can use it. Kara and I had an excellent class today. She did very good. She earned all 5 stars. And then I do 2 exclamation points because that's so exciting. Then I do another paragraph, and in that one I tell what she learned. So I'll say, in today's lesson, Kara learned all about the Chinese culture. She did a very good job reading. She learned and I'll talk about the grammar or the math if they learned shapes. I would just say simply, she learned how to identify shapes. And again, I say, she did a very good job. Then, so I do what they earned, what they learned, what they can practice. So you need to find something they can work on. In China, that is very valuable information for parents. And actually, if teachers can't give something that they need to practice, they kind of consider them a worthless teacher. That's kind of harsh, but we need to give them something to practice. They want their student to practice and get better. So I usually include the vocabulary from the unit, and I'll say, she can practice saying and spelling these words. And then I list the words. Or I'll say, I sometimes even list the target questions. She can practice asking and answering the following questions. Another thing that I often say is, I suggest having her read each night for 5 minutes from books written in English. That's just something that is great. It would be fantastic if they did that, and it'll help them grow. So that's another thing. If you don't have anything they need to practice, if it's like a really good student and you need something to say about practicing, say that. And then, so I do what they earned, what they learned, what they need to practice, and then I compliment them and end with a thank you. So my last paragraph is usually something like this. Kara is a very good student. She is very smart. She has a great attitude. Thank you for choosing me to be her teacher today. And then I sign my name. That's it. And I do sign Mary AZ. That's what I am in the system. Just because I don't want them, I don't know how that all works. I'm sure they can't get confused on who they had, but if they're wanting to book me again, I want them to book the right Mary. So I always sign that in my feedback. So that is Feedback 101, coming straight to you from a teacher that lives in China and is experiencing that culture firsthand. Hopefully that helps you. Keep it simple. Earned, learned, practice, compliment them, thank them, and that's it. See you guys.